Hey, all you Zoltan Zerglings, it's time for another 2 versus 2 live cast on the map High Ground. This is going to be pretty much a rematch of the last game, except we're going to be all Zerg tonight. I don't know why these guys are bonkers, but we have Dunamai here as the blue Zerg, who's probably the happy as a clam right now, and his ally Bocephus, or as I like to call him now, Baby Girl Bocephus, as the orange Zerg. If you want to know the story behind that one, watch my previous cast against in this matchup, and they're going to be going up against, once again, we got Contrarian as the green Zerg, and Spartan as the pink Zerg. The map High Ground, lots of counterattack routes here, so I'm hoping to see lots of counterattacks. We've got Zerg. Let's see, anyone got 6 pool going yet? No? Well, that's unfortunate. It's gonna nothing looks alike right now. You would almost think they'd all kind of be the same, but everyone's just kind of doing their own thing. We'll see. Let's place bets. Who's gonna be the first to spawning pool? Is it going to be Dunamai, Bocephus, Baby Girl Bocephus, Contrarian, or Spartan? Place your bets now. Anyone? Who's gonna be first? Oh, and it's gonna be Baby Girl Bocephus putting down that spawning pool at 13. So a 13 pool here for a Baby Girl Bocephus. And his ally looks like he's going a bit macro. Is he going to go for an early expand? Could be difficult. Now, these rules kind of apply more to a Zerg versus Zerg as opposed to a Zerg versus Zerg, but generally you don't hatchery first in a Zerg versus Zerg. The simple point is if they go for an early pool, you're dead. The only exception is usually when you're close by air, because then you can kind of scout the other player first. You know what each other's going, and it's basically just like, we might as well both early expand because neither one's going to take the other by surprise, and you decide who's got the better macro right there. So you generally don't see early expands from Zerg versus Zerg, but I don't think the rules apply here because it's just there's just so many Zerg, it's insane, it's bonkers. And it looks like we have everybody's currently expanding right now. It does look like that Spartan is going to complete first with his ally Contrarian just behind, and Dunamai bringing up a semi-distant third, and Bocephus, the baby girl, is kind of far in last. And apparently Dunamai saying hi. I'm guessing somebody's overlords met up somewhere. I don't see where that's happening. Ah, it's the overlord of one Baby Girl Bocephus. Oh, he's gonna hate that new nickname, but I'm gonna make it stick. You watch, it's gonna be a thing. And there goes the transfer of drones at Contrarian's expansion. And we got a Roach Warren come down for Dunamai, and the Evo Chamber looks like he's going to go for some early Roach upgrades. Gonna need to start getting a little bit more gas, though. Do you need a second gas for fast Roach upgrades? I mean, he can afford the +1. Really could have afforded the +1 attack. Could he have? Maybe not. I don't know, but he's going to want to get that +1 started soon if this is the build he's going to go. And if he doesn't have the gas for it, he might throw down another geyser. Just thinking out loud here. He's also, oh, he got the speed upgrade. He's gotten the early Evo Chamber, but he goes for the speed upgrade. I don't know if I agree with this. He doesn't have a Ling content right now, so there's no reason to rush this out until he actually has some Lings to concern himself with. And 14 Lings coming from his ally, Baby Girl Bocephus. And getting the lair out. Wonder what he is rushing towards. And meanwhile, their opponents are getting a little more defensive. We got a distant expansion coming out here for Contrarian, so he's going to get a fast third up. But he is throwing up a spine crawler for a little bit of defense, which may be good if it looks like, oh, these Lings moving out. Oh, maybe they're going to go work on these rocks. That might not be a bad idea. Work on these rocks. You have you've got a great in into Contrarian's natural. It looks like right now they're just going to be taking this, holding this expansion while he's going to get it out in an early third of his own. So he was the last one to expand, but he's gonna try to be one of the first to get a third base up, but it's gonna be a little bit behind Contrarians. And we got 2 more Roach Warrens on the way, so 3 players are going Roach with us. Well, we got a speed upgrade here now for Spartan as well, and +1 melee. So not sure. Maybe this is just an insurance Roach Warren. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe he is going to go for Lings. Do you have any Lings out yet? No. The only lings on the map, well, there's a couple for Spartan, but the other ones are all the lings of baby girl Bocephus. And Dunamite is going to be getting up that lair now. Throwing a couple of spores. Apparently he's spores on a spine. Apparently he's expecting Mutalisks. Now, granted, they're probably going to hit baby girl Bocephus first if they were coming. And, oh, he's getting a spire out, so he's the one that's going to get Mutalisks. So I don't know if we necessarily need to go overboard with the spores, because you've got your ally as a buffer, and he's going air himself, so that will help him respond to any air, but we don't have any air right now. Do we have any air defenses? And a triple Evo chamber for Contrarian. He's going to follow up his performance last game where he went quad armories. He's going to go for triple Evo. And is he going to build the army to support it right now? Getting a couple of spines out. It looks like it's pretty macro-oriented right now. We check the income tab right now. It's fairly even. Contrarian's a little bit out in the lead, and it does seem to be showing in his resource numbers, though he's not getting as many as much gas as he would like. He's definitely going to need to get some more gas up. And yeah, he's getting a geyser there. He needs to get that one filled in, and that one's saturated. That one's not saturated. He needs to get guys on gas. Definitely needs to get guys on gas. And we do have Burrow and Roach Speed coming here for Dunamite. So he's going to follow up his +1 Ling attack with Roach upgrades. I'm not really sure about that. And we got only 3 Mutalisks coming out now for baby girl Bocephus. He's going to need to get some more out. He's a little low on the monies. So he may want to start saturating that third base. He does have a queen there. He's going to end up having way too much larva. And it looks like Spartan's also going to go for some Roach speed and some Burrow, getting those Roaches out. So he's definitely going for some Roach tech right now. And getting up a macro hatchery. No Evo chamber yet. He's going to get a Hydralisk then. I highly would recommend getting an Evo chamber up to get some of those upgrades. He's going to want to start those early, especially if he's only going to go for a single Evo. He might want to go double Evo, just kind of get some good upgrades. And it looks like Contrarian's going to be getting the +1/+1/+1 for whatever tech he intends to build right now. I'm not sure what that is. He's got that layer going up, or did we already see that? But then we can see if he's going to get the Roach speed as well. It looks like both Dunamite and Spartan are going to have the Roach speeds finished about the same time. Infestation Pit coming up from Dunamite, which could be good. They will be very good if he can trap those Hydralisks and Fungals and the Roaches, of course. That could be devastating for the army. So a lot of times you see in a Zerg versus Zerg that they get the Infestors out first because those Fungals can be so important in these engagements. And the Hydros usually come later when you get a little better economy. You need that extra punch to kind of punish your Zerg opponent. And we got Tunneling Claws coming here for Spartan. Definitely going for a heavy Roach Hydra composition, as all of his tech's going for it. Getting up a third base now at the same time as Dunamite's third is just finishing, so this macro is going to continue to go. We got the +1 air attack coming from Bocephus, who's getting out more and more Mutalisks. I'm not really sure. I guess that Overlord got himself into a little bit of trouble from that spore right there. Couple of spores from Contrarian will help hold off any dangerous attacks, but he doesn't really have any significant anti-air. If enough Mutalisks come, he's not going to be ready for it. So we're going to see what he's going to do to kind of defend against something like that. The 1/1 upgrades are almost completed. He's getting that Roach speed right now. And, oh, we have some Lings there at Contrarian's base. They will get that spine. It will not be canceled, but the Queen... Oh, the drones are going to come out and are going to try to... Why is everything moving so quickly? And, oh, he's going to... Boy, everything seems to be moving so fast. And those spines are going to be able to finish. It looks like they may be able to get that Queen down, but I don't think they're going to be able to finish off these spines. They might get one of them, but not going to get more than that. And he's going to instantly start a second Queen. Oh, even a Queen after that, which may not be a bad idea, honestly, if you ask me. And Overlord farm here for baby girl Bocephus. Mutalisks have not really done anything yet. As the game goes further on, these Mutalisks might be less and less effective. We're getting a Hydralisk out for Spartan right now. He gets those in large enough numbers, his Mutalisks will be worthless unless they can just kind of harass and hit the soft points in their opponent's defenses. And setting out a group of Lings, no speed. Ironically, the only player who's really doing anything with his Lings is like the only player that does not research speed. Has Spartan gotten speed? Yeah, Spartan got speed. Did Baby Girl get speed? He got speed as well. So the only player who's doing something with his Ling... Well, I guess Dunamite did have that attack there. My apologies on that one. But I don't think this is a good idea. He's going to instantly swing off, and there's nothing there. Oh, he's going to get revenge now. He's like, you're going to take on my base. I am going to take on your base. And your spines are also not quite ready. And he's going to get those canceled, I think. Did he cancel those, or did he just let him get destroyed? And a single roach. It looks like he does have some morlings on the way, but I don't know why he just doesn't have speed. And here come the Mutalisks to help defend, but it's gonna tip their hand. They're gonna know they're dealing with Mutalisks, and a bunch of drones are coming. I think it's time to get those lings out of there. They're not gonna be doing much else at this point. Oh, well, they might be able to grab those drones, though. Oh, yeah, and I think this actually may be paying off quite handsomely for Contrarian. At the same time, Spartan's pushing in with his Roach Hydra. The Mutalisks are out of play. All their units are out of position. It looks like the Natural has got little chance of surviving right now. These Mutalisks got no chance of doing this. Dunamai's going to try to use a little bit burrow to recharge that energy, but there's just too many units here. There's no way they're going to be able to take care of that. Here comes the Mutalisks, but there's a lot of Hydras there. I don't think they can take that on. They're going to be so careful. I mean, there's no upgrades on it, and there's only +1 on these Mutalisks, but they just cannot take on that number of Hydras. And Contrarian getting a Spire of his own. The tech's been revealed, and now he's going to get that speed, which is something he really needed a long time ago. And the 2-2-2 across the board, and 13 more Hydras. So the hand has been played. The Mutalisk tech is not going to work, and Bocephus has got to switch up, because these Mutalisks are going to be good for nothing except harassment. But they do know the space is down here. It may not be a bad idea to see if you can take it out. It's only defended by Spines and a couple of Queens. It may not be a bad idea. And the creep spread, though, for the baby girl team is pretty good. It's getting close to their opponents. Well, if you count the fact that they have to jump down here and up again, but definitely some good creep spread. Their bases are connected. That'll be very helpful in engagements on this side of the map. Of course, it's always a double-edged sword when you're fighting against Zerg, because while it may help you out, it can also help your opponent attack you much quicker. And a Baling Nest coming from Contrarian. I don't know if it's going to be necessary, because no one else is being really active with their Lings at this point, but it looks like he has committed to the Ling tech. But also, oh yeah, so he was getting a Spire up, wasn't he? Yeah, he does have the Spire up. It's going to be a little hard if Bocephus continues to go for his... Oh, and those Roaches have got no chance. And they're going to try to get out of it. They busted down those rocks, but that just means there's going to be laying counterattacks like there's no tomorrow. Well, this rock's already down. Those rocks actually already have been down. I don't know if Spartan knocked those down to get there. I assume that he did, now that I think about it. And those moves are going to force that attack back, and they're going to swing around here. There's a couple of Spores here. They should be able to take this on. So Spartan's going to need to move over with his... Oh, no, he's not going to deal with that right now. He's going to find himself a few more Lings to snipe at, and those Queens look like they're going to force him back. I mean, he can kill off more than he thinks he can with these. He probably could have done some significant damage at this base until Spartan responded with his Hydras, but now he's going to... Contrarian's not going to risk it. He's not going to risk on... He's not going to trust himself to Spartan's reflexes and response time, and going to throw down some Spores, which I think is going to shut down the Mutalisk tech, which is going to continue. Infestation Pit coming down. Is that going to be for Infestors, or is that going to be for Hive Tech? I suspect that it's going to be for Hive Tech. And Spartan's still punching out those Hydras. There's going to be a lot of damage. Do they have anything good against the Hydras? I don't see any. The Infestors are probably going to be your best bet there, I'm guessing. I mean, Broodlords maybe, just if you catch the Hydras in a position where they can't really run up and get underneath them. But right now, Infestors, I think, are going to be the best counter to that. And we have a Nidus from coming from Dunamai. Does he have Overlords? And he does have some Overlords in some interesting positions. I don't know. Can Spartan see this? You can see this Overlord here. This is a simple matter for his Hydras to go down and take out. And did they hear me? He's moving. Oh, I think he heard me. He did hear me. Oh, he heard me. But meanwhile, we have the Roaches coming here for Dunamai. But this is going to be pretty well defended here. He does have 2-1, but he's going up against 2-2. And that's going to be a losing battle. Yeah, he's going to burrow right there. But I think they're still in range of the Spores for a little bit right there. And they're going to unburrow again. But that is a mistake. Oh, it's lucky that there are no Overseers in the area. They definitely need to get some Overseers out. That is absolutely vital. And oh, it's looking bad here. They're pushing out, and there's no army here to take this on, and they're not really producing anything. A mass Mutalisks is not going to be good against so many Hydras, with us with a 2-2 and no armor upgrades for those Mutalisks. If I could click on a Mutalisk. It looks like this game is about to end, and it looks like the Mutalisks have decided to counterattack, which may be their best option. But oh, there's Corruptors here for Contrarian. I don't know if it's enough to take on all these Mutalisks, but it will certainly slow them down considerably and thin out their numbers, while their main bases get absolutely gutted. And we got Baby Girl Bocephus is double expanding right now, but what he really needs is he really needs an army, and they just don't have it. Infestors would be phenomenal right now with maybe some upgraded Roaches in defense, but I think this is going to be it. Not much else they're going to be able to do. The Infestors are trying to come right now. Do they have the pathogen glands? They do, but they're going to be too little too late. And if they're going to pop out right here, And apparently Bocephus build more Corruptors. Oh no, the Infestors are here. They burrow. Oh, good response time, Dunamai. But I don't think it's going to be enough. And what Corruptors is he talking about? Oh, wait. He's going to try to get some Fungos. He gets a couple of Fungos, but that's going to be it. And that's not going to be enough to kill anything, really. And, oh, and there's Dunamai. That is a lot of Corruptors. And, I mean, they built the Mulus, and they were ready for it. So, yeah, so he didn't do enough with this Mulus before they were discovered. And we're going to throw down a bunch of Spines, but when the enemy is at your front door, it is too late to build Spine Crawlers. Oh, wait, when your enemy's inside your base, it's too late to build Spine Crawlers. I forgot that they were still up there, and so those drones are all going to go down, and that is going to be it. As soon as baby girl Bocephus throws in the blanket, see what I did there? And there it is, the GG. I hope you enjoyed this game, and have a day.